It's finally happening. Hollow Knight Silksong is getting released. Most people didn't ever think this game was ever going to come out. Now let's take a look at it and other new releases coming out this week of September 2nd, 2025. My name is Stefan, and this is Parents Guide to Gaming. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe.
The first game on the list is Hirogami. It's on PlayStation 5 and PC. The rating is everyone. Content descriptions, mild fantasy violence. Hirogami is a 3D action platformer inspired by the ancient Japanese art of origami. Set in the handcrafted world entirely from paper, every environment, character, and enemy feels handcrafted yet dynamic. Players assume the role of Hiro, a master of folding who can transform into various origami-inspired animal forms to traverse environments and overcome obstacles. Armadillo, ape, and frog forms bring unique abilities that unlock hidden secrets, solve puzzles, and stand against the creeping corruption of the Blight. The next game on our list is Adventure of Samsara. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is everyone 10 and up. Content descriptions, animated blood, fantasy violence, use of tobacco. Adventure of Samsara is a 2D pixel art Metrovania action adventure that fuses classic gameplay with a heady, cosmic narrative of death, rebirth, and memory. Players assume the role of the mantle of the Solar Champion, a long-dead Plutonian resurrected by the primordial light of the sun, and embark on a quest to restore balance across multiple dimensions by reactivating a mysterious interdimensional fortress. Players traverse 10 unique biomes from a frozen waste to industrial labs, each filled with distinct enemies, environment hazards, and hidden upgrades. Combat emphasizes deliberate, chunky movements and timing, highlighted by a parry system that rewards precision with powerful counterattacks. Exploration uncovers collectible items and augments that enhance abilities and stats, encouraging backtracking and careful investigation of every nook and cranny to unlock deeper layers of the interwoven world. Now let's take a look at Hell Is Us. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is mature. Content descriptions, blood, drug references, strong language, suggestive themes, and violence. Hell Is Us is an action-adventure game which players assume the role of a deserter on a mission to find his parents amid a civil war. From a third-person perspective, players explore a war-torn open environment, interact with soldiers, help survivors, and engage in combat against supernatural humanoid creatures. Players use swords and axes to slash at enemies in frantic melee-style combat. Some finisher attacks are highlighted by close-up angles of players impaling enemy creatures. A handful of memory sequences depict ghostly figures of civilians executed by soldiers. As players progress, they can encounter hanging corpses, mass graves, and corpses among large pools of blood. The game contains some references to suggestive and sexual material, references to drugs appear in the dialogue and text, and swear words are heard in-game. Now let's dive into Hollow Knight Silksong. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. The rating is everyone 10 and up. Content descriptions, fantasy violence, mild blood. Hollow Knight Silksong is a 2D Metrovania action adventure. Players take control of Hornet, a princess protector of Hollow Nest, who is transported to a mysterious new realm called Fairloom. Silksong expands the original hand-drawn world with fresh environments, enemies, and challenges. Players traverse interconnected side-scrolling maps filled with hidden path, perilous platforming, and dynamic combat. Hornet's toolkit includes rapid dashes, precision nail strikes, and silk-based abilities for traversal, powerful special moves unlocking through exploration and boss encounters. Progression hinges on mastering her unique moveset and uncovering secret chambers. Now let's take a look at Mandragora, Gore, Whispers of the Witch Tree. This comes on Nintendo Switch. The rating is mature. Content descriptions, violence, blood and gore, suggestive themes, strong language. Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree is a dark 2.5D Souls-like action RPG with Metroidvania elements. Set in the cursed realm of Feldom, players assume the role of an inquisitor drawn to the mysteries of the Witch Tree, a primordial force corrupting the land. Combat revolves around tight stamina-managed clashes, fusing parries, dodges, and skill-like synergy to create methodical, puzzle-like challenges. Progression hinges on expansive Mandragora skill tree, which lets you specialize across 6 distinct starting classes and later hybridized builds. Exploration rewards the map, marking for blocked paths and hidden chests, encouraging strategic backtracking as new abilities unlock deeper layers of the world. Now let's take a look at Void Crew. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. The rating is teen. Content descriptions, violence. Void Crew is a cooperative roguelike space adventure set in the near future galaxy besieged by a mysterious alien force known as the Hollow. Players join the Meetum faction as clone-like astronauts tasked with reclaiming lost territories, salvaging resources, and ensuring humanity's survival in the unforgiving void. Players form crews of 1 to 4, each member assuming a distinct role aboard the spacecraft: pilot, engineer, gunner, and scavenger. Every mission unfolds across 1 to 5 sectors with primary objectives such as escorting allies, eliminating high-value targets, or looting enemy bases, and optional side tasks that reward extra loot and upgrades. Failure is woven into the experience. Each run reshapes mission modifiers and layouts, urging crews to learn from mistakes and adapt on the fly. Now let's dive into Cronos: The New Dawn. It's on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. The rating is mature. Content descriptions: blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language. Cronos: The New Dawn is a survival horror game which players assume the role of an extractor, collecting and delivering souls in a story about post-apocalyptic time travel. Players traverse both past and future, interacting with characters and battling mutant creatures. Players use pistols, shotguns, fire launchers, and melee-style attacks to kill enemies. Combat is highlighted by gunfire, explosions, and blood splatter effects. Some attacks result in enemies getting dismembered. Players can also inflict post-mortem damage on enemies, resulting in more dismemberment and blood splatter effects. One cutscene depicts a character holding a gun to their head and then shooting themselves off-screen. Environments contain bloodstains and severed limbs. Swear words appear in-game. Now let's dive into Demon Ex Machina Titanic Scion. It's on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: blood, drug references, language, mouse-suggestive themes, and violence. Demon Ex Machina Titanic Scion is an action game which players assume the role of a mercenary mech pilot battling survival in the war between humans and mutilated species. From a third-person perspective, players pilot mechanized battle suits that use machine guns, rocket launchers, missiles, and melee-style attacks to destroy and kill enemies. Battle is frantic and accompanied by realistic gunfire, large explosions, and cries of pain. Blood spatter appear on mutant creatures are shot and killed. Bloodstains and pools of blood can appear in some areas. Full sequences depict additional acts of violence and or blood: a civilian executed by soldier, a robot impaled through the chest with blood effects. Some female characters are designed with revealing outfits. The game contains storylines and side missions involving fantasy drugs. There are several references to the illegality, danger, and distribution of harmful drugs. Swear words are heard in-game. Now let's play around in Everybody's Golf Hotshots. Let's go on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC. The rating is everyone 10 and up. Content descriptions: mild language, mild suggestive themes. Everybody's Golf Hotshots is a golf simulation game which players select from a collection of golfers to compete in matches. During a World Tour mode, characters engage in brief dialogue that references suggestive material. Some loading scenes depict close-up camera angle pans of golfers' bodies. The word "damn" appears in-game. Now let's take a look at Jotun Slayer: Hordes of Hell. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The rating is teen. Content descriptions: violence, blood. Jotun Slayer: Hordes of Hell is a top-down survival roguelike RPG steeped in Norse mythology. Players step in the shoes of one of the several cursed heroes, each empowered by a god-granted ability to combat endless waves of mythical creatures and complete mission objectives. The game fuses bullet hell intensity with strategic resource management and procedurally generated challenges to keep every match run fresh. Players choose from 4 distinct classes: Berserker, Seekers, Flame Sister, and Revenant, each boasting unique weapons, auto-activated class traits, and playstyles. Objectives span slaying hordes, collecting map markers, fungi, and fulfilling realm-specific tasks, all while attempting to dynamically modifiers that reshape layouts and enemy spawns each run. Progression within a session hinges on leveling up to unlock subclass skills and enhance core abilities. And the last game of today's list with a full description is NBA 2K26. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. The rating is everyone. NBA 2K26 is a basketball simulation game which players help select from teams of real-world NBA rosters, compete in tournaments, and play through regular seasons. Players can also manage individual franchises and the careers of their customized athletes. And the rest of the games on today's list are also coming out, but no information was available.
Well, that's all the games out for this week. If you like the content, please subscribe. If you want to support the channel, please go to Patreon. If you want to follow Parents Guide Gaming on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And thanks for watching.